Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for this Vayu flow. So let's just find a comfortable seated position, top of the head towards the sky, sit bones towards the center of the earth. And let's already engage this mudra. So we're going to basically make a flower with your hands and place that on top of in front of your chest. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And the last one, inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth. I like to do these exhales through the mouth to start the flow. So that mudras are basically symbols or gestures that we do mostly with the hands, and this one is called Padma mudra. Padma means lotus in Sanskrit, and that's basically what we are doing with our hands. And this mudra is very much connected with the element that we're going to be working on today, which is air, the element of air. Air is movement, is feeling light, sense of ease, opening, creation of space, all those nice things. So as you take a nice inhalation, bring the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. And as you exhale, just bring your chin closer to your chest, feeling a nice stretch on the back of your neck. And try to keep this intention with you throughout the whole practice. Air, creation of space, opening your heart, opening your chest, extension of your spine. That's going to be the main theme of the flow. Inhale to open your eyes up. And as you exhale, bring the hands on top of your knees. And let's just do a few shoulder rolls. So doing inhale to go forward and up, and exhale to go back and down. Just keep going like that. Try to relax the elbows and the wrists as much as possible, so you isolate the movement just in the shoulders. Going to be opening a lot the shoulders, externally rotation of the shoulders, so it's important to warm it up. And then as you inhale, go forward, opening the chest, and as you exhale, go back. Use the hands on your knees to help you opening the back side of your body. Inhale to go forward. Exhale to go back. Try not to think about closing the front, but opening the back, separating the shoulder blades back there. Engage your core a lot. Inhale to open. And as you exhale, go back. Try to use your whole breath to do the movement. Remember to engage your Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And then I'm just going to go for a few circles with the rib cage. So as you inhale, go through one side to the front, and as you exhale, go to the other side and back. Just imagining your rib cage is going for a ride in space. Help yourself with the hands on the knees. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your core engaged. Connect with your heart chakra as well, anahata. Going the other direction. I'm going to work a lot with this chakra today. Opening that chakra. And then we're going to stop in the middle. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist towards your right. Try to keep the top of the head away from the sit bones, and try to use the hands on your knees to help you to go further into the twist. Shoulders away from the ears. I was feeling this day that I wanted to forward fold. You don't have to forward fold. You can stay completely vertical. Maybe I was trying to feel something different. I don't really know exactly what. Inhale to come back to the center. Exhale to go to the other side. If you enjoy coming a bit forward, come forward. If you want to stay vertical, stay vertical. It's actually safer to stay vertical, so you keep your spine as long as possible as you twist. I'm sure I had a reason to do this, but I forgot now what it was. Doesn't matter. Just go with your body, what it's asking of you. Inhale to come back to the middle. Exhale to bring the hands close to your body on the floor. As you inhale, open your chest up as you float the hands up. Exhale to send the hands behind your torso, interlacing the fingers. Inhale to open the chest. Extend your whole spine. And as you exhale, lead from the chest as you go forward. Try to insist a bit more with the hands so you open the front of your shoulders already here. Inhale, the top of your head brings you all the way back up. And as you exhale, find your neutral, letting go of the interlacing of the fingers. And we're going to move on to our wrists. So interlacing the fingers, going for a figure 8 with the hands. Try to keep your elbows together and the shoulders away from the ears. Try to really imagine a huge 8 being drawn in space with your knuckles. Reversing the direction. Maybe one direction feels a bit weirder than the other. Try to stay longer on that one. And then letting that one go. And we're going to move on to our hips. Pinning our heels, mat width apart, don't allowing them to move, and then just going to go from right to left with the legs, feeling internal rotation and external rotation at the hip joints. Feel free to go slow, feel free to go fast, totally up to you. Maybe slower, it's easier to feel it and to enjoy it. Really try to imagine this big thigh bone, the femur, going in and out in the hip socket. And we're going to let go of that, crossing the legs, transferring the weight onto your hands, finding our tabletop position, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. As you inhale, open the chest and the top of your head and just sit bones up towards the sky, and try not to relax the core. Even though you're opening the front, keep it engaged. Exhale, engage the core a lot and bring your pubic bone in the direction of your forehead. Inhale to open top of the head and sit bones up towards the sky. Exhale to engage the core. Forehead towards the pubic bone. Separate the shoulder blades back there. Inhale, create space in the front of the body. Push the floor away. Shoulders away from the ears. Imagine the neck being a continuation of the spine. Exhale, engage the core so much this time the right knee floats towards the forehead. Separate the shoulder blades back there. Inhale to open. Sit bones, top of the head towards the sky. Exhale, engage the core. The left knee floats towards the forehead and the forehead towards the left knee. Inhale to place the knee on the floor, opening the chest. Sit bones, top of the head towards the sky. Don't neglect the sit bones. It's easy to forget about them. Try to send them up as well. And then we're going to walk the distance of one hand with each hand to the front. Inhale, toes on the floor. And as you exhale, float up into your downward facing dog. And here you can walk your dog, bending one knee, lengthening the other. Inviting movement onto your lower limbs, opening up all those tissues back there. Waking them up, basically. And then slowly doing baby steps, bending your knees as much as you need to, all the way to the front, until you arrive with your feet close to your hands. Then you can, you're going to have the feet hip width apart, parallel, bend the knees. And let's just go for a few yeses with our head, going front and back. Really releasing the whole weight of the head, roughly 7 kilos. Try to enjoy that. Letting that one go. And going for a few no's, looking to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And then for a few maybes, right ear to the right shoulder, left ear to the left shoulder, and so on. And finally releasing that, hugging your elbows with the opposite hands. Just go for a figure 8 with your hips this time. So the legs, one knee bends, the other stretches, and then the other knee stretches and the other one bends. And that makes your torso go from side to side. Keep pulling on your elbows so you feel a nice stretch on the sides of your torso. It's a very British English, sides of your torso. Keep breathing, keep enjoying your body. And then I'm going to let that one go. We're going to use the next inhale to float all the way up to your verticality. So the top of the head is going to start like somebody's pulling from your hair. And then the rest of the spine follows. Open the chest as you arrive up, float the arms. And as you exhale, you come back into your Tadasana. We're going to bring the big toes together, the heels slightly apart. Mountain pose, also known as Tadasana, in the front of your mat if you're using one. Sometimes I like to not use mat. Depends, up to you. Inhale to open the chest, float the hands up. Exhale, the chest leads the way down, bend from your hips, and interlace the fingers behind you. We're going to do a lot of this today, so we open the shoulders. Inhale to open, press the shins away or the floor away, depending what you like the best. And as you exhale, send your feet back into your first plank. Inhale in plank, separate the shoulder blades, keep your core in. And then as you exhale, knees, chest, and chin touch the floor. As you inhale, we're going to do a wide cobra today, so fingertips on the floor far away from you, and open up. Make sure your knees are off the floor so your legs are active. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to pass through your tabletop. Exhaling to down dog. Taking a few breaths here in your down dog. Try to have all the fingers on the floor. Both palms of the hands are on the floor. There's absolutely no space between your hands and the floor or the mat. Externally rotate your shoulders. Elongate your spine. If in order to do that you need to bend your knees, go for it. Take one last inhale here. Enjoy your down dog. Exhale, bend the knees and look to the front. And as you inhale, you're ready to step, opening the chest as you arrive. And as you exhale, Uttanasana with this variation of interlacing the fingers behind your back. As you inhale, the top of the head takes you all the way up. Open the chest, fold the arms up. And as you exhale, Tadasana. As you inhale, keep the core active as you open your chest. Exhale, lead from the chest into your Uttanasana, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Maybe try to have the other thumb on top, so you keep switching. Inhale to open, pushing the floor or your shins away. Exhale to step back into your plank. Strong core, strong arms, protraction of the shoulders. Separate your shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, knees, chest, and chin touch the floor. Make sure your elbows are close to the torso. As you inhale, tops of the feet on the floor, fingertips on the floor, and open up into this wide cobra. Enjoy it. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to pass through your tabletop. Exhale into your downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your heels up, and as you exhale, send your heels towards the right. Bend the knees, but keep the hips high up there. Inhale to come back to the middle. Exhale to send your heels to the left. So this is a side stretch. You should be feeling a stretch on the sides of your torso. Inhale, heels to the middle. Exhale, heels to the right. Keep imagining you're wearing high heels all the time during this one. Inhale, middle. Exhale to the left. So keep your heels high, hips high, and just slightly bend the knees. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale, bend the knees and look to the front. As you inhale, step, open the chest as you arrive, sending the top of the head away from the sit bones. And as you exhale, Uttanasana, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Keep changing the thumb that's on top, if you want to. Inhale, the top of the head floats up. opening your arms up. Exhale to find your Tadasana. 3 more, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale to open, float the arms up. Exhale, lead from the chest, interlacing the fingers behind your back. As you inhale, top of the head tries to escape from the hips. Exhale, step back into your plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, maybe now go for a full chaturanga already, or keep doing the knees, chest, and chin, up to you. As you inhale, let's keep doing our wide cobra for a few more rounds, because it's just really nice. It feels really nice. I love this one. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to go through your tabletop, and as you exhale, you're ready to float back into your down dog. As we inhale here, we're going to snake our way into our plank. As we exhale, bend the knees, send your hips back up into your down dog. Inhale, lift your heels and wave it all up into your plank. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips up back into your down dog. For the last one, inhale, lift your heels, wave it into your plank. Exhale, bend the knees, sending your hips up into your downward facing dog. Inhale in down dog, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, look to the front. Keep your hips high so that when you inhale, you have space to step, opening the chest. And as you exhale, forward folding, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Allow gravity to take your hands closer and closer to the floor. Inhale, the top of the head leads the way up, opening the chest as you arrive. And as you exhale, finding your neutral, Tadasana. Inhale, we have 2 more. Open the chest, float the arms up. Exhale, lead from the chest as you interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, send the top of the head away from the sit bones. As you exhale, step back into your plank. Hold in plank for 1 inhale. Exhale, don't change anything, just flexion of the elbow. That's all the chaturanga is if you think about it. Then you lower all the way down, and as you inhale, you're ready to open into your wide cobra, fingertips on the floor, shoulders away from the ears, glutes and core engaged. As you exhale, lower down. Inhale to pass by your all fours, exhaling into your down dog. As you inhale, float the right foot up towards the sky, keeping the hips very parallel. Do it slow, and as you exhale, bring it back down into your down dog. This movement is only efficient if you do it slow. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale to lower down. If you do it with momentum, you might as well not do it. I mean, it's nice, but try to use your muscles. Inhale, right foot floats up. Keep those hips parallel. Exhale, lower it down. Activate the core. Inhale, send the left foot up towards the sky. I was going to say push the floor away with all the 10 fingers. Exhale to bring it to the down dog position. Inhale in your down dog. Exhale, bend the knees and look to the front. Inhale, step, open the chest. Top of the head away from the sit bones. Exhale to lower down, interlacing the fingers behind your back. Inhale, top of the head leads the way up, opening the chest, floating the arms up. And as you exhale, finding your Tadasana, getting ready for our last Surya A. Inhale, open the chest, float the arms, still warming up the body, getting the energy to move. Exhale, the chest leads the way down, interlace the fingers behind your back. As you inhale, send the top of the head away from the sit bones. And as you exhale, step back into your plank. Hold in plank for 1 inhale. And then just move that plank a bit lower until elbow height. That's all a chaturanga is. Inhale, keep the core and the glutes engaged. Wide cobra, open the chest, knees off the floor. And as you exhale, lower down. Inhale to go through your tabletop position, transitioning into your down dog as you exhale. Let's keep working the core in this one. Inhale, right foot goes up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the forehead, forehead towards the right knee. Stay in down dog, don't come into plank. Inhale to send that right foot up towards the sky. Exhale to bring it back down into your down dog. As you inhale, the left foot floats up, keep the hips parallel. Exhale, engage the core and bring the forehead to touch the left knee. Inhale to lengthen, keep it parallel. Exhale to lower down. And then let's lower down into our, no, let's not. Let's step to the front, opening the chest as you arrive. Sorry, my mistake. And then as you exhale, top of the head towards the floor, interlacing the fingers behind your back. And as you inhale, top of the head floats all the way up, opening the chest, floating the arms up. And as you exhale, finding your Tadasana. And let's move into our Surya B. Inhale, bend the knees, open the chest, fold the arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward folding. Again, let's keep doing this interlacing of the fingers behind the back. Inhale, top of the head goes away from the sit bones. As you exhale, maybe now you want to float back into your Chaturanga, keep the elbows close to your body, progressing now into upward facing dog as you inhale, or you can keep doing your white cobra if you really like it. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, the right foot floats up towards the sky, parallel hips, and as you exhale, bring that right foot in between the hands. Take a nice inhale in your low lunge, lowering those hips, keeping them parallel, square. Exhale, go back to your Chaturanga, one or two legs, up to you. Inhale to open the chest, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, floating back into your downward facing dog. As you inhale, the left foot floats up towards the sky. Exhale, engage the core to bring the left foot in between the hands. Inhale, send the top of your head away from the right heel. Lengthen, create space. Exhale, send that foot back and flow through your Chaturanga. Keep your core engaged as you do your Chaturanga. Inhale to open, glutes and core engaged. Exhale to float back into your down dog. Take a few breaths here in your down dog. One line of energy going up through your hands, arms, torso, sit bones. Another line of energy going down for your sit bones, legs, heels, earth. So think about that as you're breathing. Inhaling through your spine, exhaling down your legs. And as you exhale, bend your knees and look to the front. Inhale to float, opening the chest as you arrive. And as you exhale, forward fold. So feel free to do this interlacing of the fingers or not. As you inhale, the top of the head leads the way up. Open the chest, bend the knees. Exhale to find your Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Lower those hips, work those quads. Exhale to lower down. I'm going to stop saying this interlacing of the fingers. You can do it if you want. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. As you inhale, top of the head away from the sit bones. And as you exhale, float back into your Chaturanga. Inhale to open into upward facing dog. Exhale, finding your down dog. As you inhale, the right foot floats up towards the sky. Push the floor away with both of your hands. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. As you inhale, we're going to float up into high lunge and then opening the arms 90 degrees. Taking that opportunity to open that chest even more. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to go through your Chaturanga. Also here, you can keep choosing if you use one or two legs. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale to float back into your down dog. So I don't have to say those things all the time. Inhale to lift the left foot. Exhale to bring the left foot in between the hands. As you inhale, open up into your high lunge, opening those arms 90 degrees. And as you exhale, lowering back down. Inhale in your low lunge. And as you exhale, going through your Chaturanga, your choice. Inhale to open. Try to go only until elbow height in your Chaturanga and then open immediately into upward facing dog. And as you exhale, floating back into your down dog. So I'm going to stop saying you can do this with one leg or two legs. You can interlace the fingers or not. I mean, you know by now. So you also don't get too tired of my voice. I already feel like I'm saying too many things. So, keep listening to your body, do whatever option or modification you want to do. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and look to the front. Inhale to jump, opening the chest. And as you exhale, Uttanasana, try to keep the weight towards your toes. Even now, as you do your Utkatasana, bending the knees, sending the hips back, open the chest, and as you exhale, finding your Tadasana. We have two more, Surya B. Inhale, bend the knees, open the chest, float the arms up. Exhale, finding your Uttanasana. Inhale, top of the head away from the sit bones. Exhale, float or step, Chaturanga. Inhale to open, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, floating back into your down dog. Inhale, the left foot floats up, parallel hips. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands as you lower the left heel on the floor. Inhale, warrior one, and then modifying it with 90-degree arms. Exhale to lower down. So it's all about the chest today. Inhale to lengthen, and then as you exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale to open the chest, upward facing dog, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot floats up towards the sky, push the floor away. Exhale, bring the left foot in between the hands, lower the right heel. As you inhale, float up into your warrior one, opening those arms 90 degrees. Exhale to go back down. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, flow through your choice of vinyasa. Keep that core engaged though, shoulder blades separated. Inhale to open, knees off the floor. Exhale to go into your down dog. We have just one more Surya Namaskar B to go. Not sure if you can tell, but I love to do a good amount of Suryas before we go more into the flow, just to make sure that the body is warm, that all the energy is moving around. We're ready to go into deeper poses. And we'll also make your arms stronger. Exhale to bend the knees and look to the front. Inhale to float, opening the chest as you arrive. And as you exhale, fold forward, your choice of Uttanasana. Inhale for Utkatasana, chair pose. And as you exhale, finding your Tadasana. Let's go for the last Surya B then. Inhale, Utkatasana, open the chest as you bend your knees, float the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, send the top of the head away from the sit bones, pushing the floor or the shins away. Exhale to float back, Chaturanga. Inhale to open, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, finding your down dog. As you inhale, send the right foot up towards the sky, keep the hips parallel, and as you exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. Lower the left heel. Inhale, let's go all the way back into your reversed warrior. Huge inhale, keep the body in between two walls. Exhale, coming back down into your low lunge. Inhale to lift the back heel. Exhale to go through your choice of vinyasa. Keep the core in. Inhale to open. Exhale to float back into your down dog. Other side. Inhale, the foot floats up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, going all the way back into your reversed warrior. Shoulders away from the ears, active core. Exhale to lower down, creating space in the sides of the torso. Inhale to lift the back heel. Exhale to go through your Chaturanga, keeping your elbows close to you. Inhale to open, and as you exhale to go back into your down dog. Staying here for a few breaths, connecting again with your Ujjayi breath. If you decide to do it, and if you know how to do it, if you don't want to do it or you don't know what that is, just keep breathing in and out through your nose. And this time you can also, whenever we stop in down dog, feel free to go into your balasana, your child's pose, if you prefer, if you need it. Just for today's flow, because we're working with opening, try not to close the knees together if you're doing your balasana. Keep your knees mat width apart, big toes together, and then just breathe there, relaxing your hips, connecting with your breath, trying to lengthen it and deepen it. And as you inhale, finding your way up, back into your down dog. And then as you exhale, bend the knees, keep your hips high so that you have space to float. When you inhale, opening the chest. And as you exhale, top of the head towards the floor, interlacing the fingers behind your back or not. As you inhale, bend the knees, sit in a chair, open the chest, float the arms up. And as you exhale, finding your Tadasana. So after 5 Surya A and 4 Surya B, hopefully we are warm and ready to go into the next one. So we're going to put the feet hip width apart, parallel. We're going to push the floor away with the feet. We're going to keep our knees long and place the hands behind your sacrum. If that's too much with the fingertips up, you can send the fingertips down. Try to glue your elbows together back there. And then engage the core a lot. Start sending your hips forward and the chest up. So the key word here is up. The chest first goes up and then goes back. Try not to go straight away back so you're not hinging from your lower back. Try to produce the arch with the whole of your body, not just with your lower back. And then don't relax your head. Try to keep the muscles of your neck engaged. Keep your glutes engaged, keep your core engaged. Back bending, opening the chest, opening the fronts of the shoulders, enjoying, keep breathing, relax your jaw, and as you inhale, come back up and close your eyes here for a little bit. Connect again with the earth, especially connect with your exhales. Enjoy any sensation you might be feeling in your body, your mind. And then as you take a next inhale, softly open your eyes. Exhale, bring the big toes together, heels apart. Let's do a few more cycles, introducing a few new asanas, using the basic structure of sun salutation. As you inhale, open the chest, floating the arms up. As you exhale, lead from the chest down, going all the way into your Uttanasana. Inhale, top of the head goes away from the sit bones. Exhale, float back into your Chaturanga. Inhale to open, upward facing dog. Also here, imagine you're doing an arch with all of your body, not just with your back. Exhale back into your down dog. As you inhale, the right foot floats up towards the sky, parallel hips. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee and the back top of the foot and open the right foot out. So outside of your hand, and actually turn the right foot out. Try to keep the right knee in the same direction as the right toes. Hand on the right knee and go away from the leg. So try not to send the leg away. You yourself go away from the leg. So you're opening your chest up. At the same time, you're twisting your spine. If you want to go deeper, you can grab the back foot back there and try to take that foot away from you. And that will automatically make you open your chest up even more. Keep lowering your hips down. Keep both sides of the torso really long. Keep your neck in the same line as the spine, just twisting, but not really side bending or flexing or extending, just twisting and a bit of extending. Exhale to come back in. Bring everything back into parallel. And then as you inhale, we're going to send that right foot all the way to the other side, opening our chest. So send the right foot quite far from the left leg, land on your toes, Stay on the outside edge of your left foot and send your chest up towards the sky. Have some weight on your right hand so it helps you to back bend even further. Keep thrusting your hips up towards the sky. Engage your glutes, engage your core. Push the floor away very actively with your left hand, with the right toes and the outside edge of the left foot. Then as you exhale, slowly finding your way again into your low lunge. Inhale in low lunge. And as you exhale, go through your choice of vinyasa, chaturanga, knees, chest and chin, one or two legs. Inhale to open, cobra, white cobra or upward facing dog. And as you exhale, into your down dog. Inhale, the left foot floats up towards the sky, parallel hips. Exhale, bring the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee and the top of the right foot. And send the left foot outside of your left hand, turning it out. So it's not parallel anymore. External rotation at the hip. And then put the left hand on the knee. Try to keep the knee facing the same direction as the left toes. And use that hand on the knee so that you can open your chest and twist the spine. If you want to go deeper, and if you did it on the other side, grab the right foot with your left hand. Keep setting that right foot away from you. Keep lowering the hips closer to the floor and shoulders away from the ears. Try not to collapse on that right shoulder. Keep pushing the floor away with all that right hand, all of that right hand. And then as you exhale, we're going to come back into our low lunge slowly. Everything with control, no sudden movements. You're in control of everything. And then we're just going to send that left foot as you inhale all the way to the other side, quite far away from that right leg. Stay on the toes of the left foot. You can't see there, but you saw it on the other side. On the outside edge of the right foot. Send the left hand towards the floor, having some weight on that hand so it helps you to open. Keep shoulders away from the ears. Keep sending your hips up towards the sky. Engage the glutes, engage the core. And then to come out of it, also gently exhaling, bring that left foot into your low lunge. Inhale in low lunge. Exhale to go through your chaturanga. Inhale to open. Engage those glutes and the core. Don't ignore the glutes. Exhale to go back into your down dog. And recover here for a few breaths. Feel free to go down into your balasana, just remembering to keeping the knees wide for today's balasanas. Connect with your breath again. Exhale, bend the knees and look to the front. As you inhale, float open the chest, extend your spine. Exhale to relax, top of the head towards the center of the earth. As you inhale, the top of the head starts to climbing up, opening the chest as you arrive. Float the arms up, core engaged. And as you exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, open the chest, float the arms up. Try to do everything as if you're not the one doing it. You're being guided by energy lines in space, if you know what I mean. So it becomes less tiring. Inhale to open, top of the head away from the sit bones. Exhale, float back into your chaturanga. Inhale to open into your upward facing dog, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale into your downward facing dog. As you inhale, float the right foot up and away from the hands. Exhale, engage that core to bring the right foot in between the hands. As you inhale, first you find your high lunge, and then we're going to modify it further by interlacing the fingers behind your back. Basically the theme of the practice, we've been doing a lot of this today, and try to send them back and up. So you open the front of your shoulders. Keep sending your hips low. Keep your core active. Keep sending your right hip back and your left hip forward. And open that chest. Remember to keep the muscles of your neck, of your throat engaged, so your neck doesn't collapse to the back. If you want, you can grab your thigh back there, or even lowering your leg if you can go lower. And then as you inhale, coming back into your high lunge, strong legs. Exhale, bring the hands onto your hips, and as you inhale, softly transfer the weight onto your right foot. Grab the back foot with both of your hands. Stay here, or if you want to go further for this modification of Natarajasana, dancer's pose, keep sending your chest forward and up, and your foot back and up, creating a huge arch from your left foot all the way towards the top of your head. Keep both of your hips squared, so not allowing the left hip to go up. Don't allow your left shoulder to go behind your right shoulder. So we're in the parallel zone here, not opening that Natarajasana, as you sometimes see people do. It's all good, but today we try to do this one. Exhale to go back, slowly with control, unlike me. Inhale to open into your high lunge, and as you exhale, go down with your hands. Inhale to open, and as you exhale, flow into your Chaturanga. Inhale to open the chest, and as you exhale, float back into your down dog. As you inhale, float the left foot up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the left foot in between the hands. We're going to do the same to the other side. So first we inhale to rise up into high lunge, and then we will modify it by bringing the hands behind the torso, interlacing them. And already here, try to glue those elbows together. That action alone will help you to open the chest and the front of the shoulders. And then start going back. Don't neglecting your legs. The front leg is bent, the back leg is extended, both hips are going down, left hip is going back, right hip is going forward. Core is very active, glutes are active, muscles of the throat are active. And if you want to do that little thing of grabbing your leg above the knee, or maybe lowering your leg if you have the space, inhale to find your high lunge. Exhale to bring the hands onto your hips. Inhale, transfer the weight to your left foot, and then you're ready to grab that right foot. Again, try to keep your whole body in a parallel situation. Don't allow that right hip to give in, to open back. And then the right foot starts going back, and that alone will already help you to open the chest. Remember to arch everywhere in your body, not just in your lower back, if you know what I mean. Use your whole spine to arch. Try to go into your maximum of today. Every day is a different day. And as you inhale, come back into your parallel. And as you exhale, finding your high lunge again. Inhale to float your arms up. Exhale to lower them down. Inhale in your low lunge. Exhale to go through your choice of vinyasa. Inhale to open the chest. And as you exhale, finding your down dog again. Recovering here in your down dog. You should always try to aim for a very long, deep breath, even when you're moving and transitioning. But of course, it's a little bit more challenging. So this is why we use these stillness moments to recover the breath. Exhale to bend the knees and look to the front, and as you inhale, floating, opening the chest as you arrive. Exhale, top of the head towards the floor, and as you inhale, top of the head leads you all the way up, opening the chest, floating the arms. As you exhale, find your Tadasana. You have 2 more cycles. Inhale, open the chest, float the arms up. Introducing Vrikshasana next. Exhale, chest leads the way forward. Inhale, top of the head goes away from the sit bones. And as you exhale, go into your Chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, float back into your down dog. Inhale, keep lengthening those elbows as you float the right foot up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands and lower the left heel. Inhale for warrior one. Working that external rotation of the left hip. Creating space there, creating space also in your spine and chest as you open up. Keep bending that front leg 90 degrees. Keep rooting down through the outside edge of your left foot. Shoulders away from the ears, palms of the hands together. And as you exhale, bring the hands in front of the chest. Inhale, slowly float into your right foot and bring that left foot inside of your right thigh. Hands in front of the chest. Try to keep your left hip in line with your right hip. Don't allow it to go back. And then we're going to add the branches, and this is your tree pose, your Vrikshasana. Since we are working with the element of air, let's introduce also a little bit of an arch here if you want to, challenging your balance. Keep the core active. Opening up. Energy through those arms. Send the right foot into the earth. Send the fingertips into the sky. Exhale to bring everything in. Inhale to bring the leg parallel. And as you exhale, find your warrior one legs with control. Inhale for your warrior one arms. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to go through your choice of vinyasa. Inhale to open, glutes and core engaged. Exhale to float back into your down dog. Inhale, the left foot floats up towards the sky. Exhale, engage the core a lot, so you bring that left foot in between the hands. Lower the back heel, and as you inhale, you're ready to find your Virabhadrasana 1. Shoulders away from the ears, palms of the hands together, back leg extended. Root down through the outside edge of the back foot. Front leg is bent 90 degrees. Keep lowering those hips down. Keep activating the core a lot. Even though you're opening the chest, keep those ribs in. Don't allow the ribs to flare out too much. And then as you exhale, bring the hands in front of the chest. Inhale, transferring the weight onto your left leg. And then placing that right foot inside your inner thigh. Keep the hips square. Don't allow that right hip to come back. Keep the core engaged as you send your arms up, creating the branches of your tree. Keep rooting down for your left foot and open up for a little arch. Try to engage the whole spine in your arch. Extension of the spine. Going back bending. Very healthy for the spine as long as you do it from a safe place, engaging the core. Exhale to bring everything in. Inhale to bring the leg parallel, and as you exhale, going back into your warrior one. Inhale to float the arms up. Exhale to lower them down. Inhale to lift the back foot. Exhale to go through your chaturanga. Inhale to open your chest. And as you exhale, float back into your down dog. Staying here for a few breaths, recovering, drawing energy from your breath, preparing for the next last cycle. Exhale to bend the knees and look to the front. As you inhale, float, opening the chest, extending the spine. Exhale to lower down, Uttanasana. As you inhale, the top of the head takes you up, opening the chest, floating the arms up. And as you exhale, find your Tadasana line, mountain pose. Start last cycle. Inhale, open the chest, float the arms. Exhale, chest leading the way forward and then down. Inhale, top of the head away from the sit bones. Find new ways of doing the same thing. Keep yourself busy. Exhale to go down, chaturanga. Inhale to open, upward facing dog. And see this as a meditation movement meditation. And then as you exhale, going back into your down dog. Inhale, the right foot floats up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands, lower the left heel. Inhale, opening into your warrior two. And then let's bring that right foot a bit closer to the left. Basically have the distance of one leg between your feet. Start sending your right fingertips forward as you send your hips back. When you cannot go anymore, bring that right hand on your shin, on your ankle, on your big toe, on the floor, or on a block for your version of Trikonasana. So imagine your whole body in between two walls. You can also send that left hand in the same line as your ear. Keep sending the right hip forward and the left hip back in relation to your torso. Then let's bring the right fingertips on the floor, on outside of your pinky. And then if you want, since we're working with the chest opening, you can grab that left foot with your left hand and try to open your chest. So this variation of Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. I really struggle with this one. I don't know if that's visible. It's really hard for me to keep the balance and opening and working on the alignment and breathing, so find your way. You can also do the usual Ardha Chandrasana. You don't have to grab the foot. And then as you exhale, finding a warrior two. Inhale there, strong warrior two. Exhale, cartwheeling the arms back down. Inhale in your parallel. Exhale to go through your chaturanga. Inhale to open the chest, glutes and core engaged. Exhale to go to your down dog. As you inhale, send your left foot up and away towards the sky, hips parallel. Exhale, bring the left foot in between the hands, lower the right heel. Inhale, cartwheel the arms into your warrior two. First find your warrior two, and then let's bring the left foot a bit back, or the right foot a bit forward, the distance of one leg between your feet. And then start sending your right hip back as you send your left fingertips forward, creating space on both sides of the torso. This asana is a very tricky one. If you really pay attention to all the directions, alignments, everything that your body should be doing, it's quite a complex asana. I would never put this asana, for example, in a beginner's flow. There's a lot of things going on here. Extend through both sides of the torso. Keep sending your left hip back, right hip forward. Both knees are long. Root down through the outside edge of your right foot. Keep both inner arches of the feet engaged. Shoulders away from the ears. Core engaged. I don't know. There's so many things to say here. Focus on just a few of them at a time. And then we're going to send the fingertips, the left fingertips on the floor, in front of the left foot on the outside of the pinky. And then grab that right foot with your right hand. Keep that core engaged. A good way to keep the balance is to look to the floor. If you want to make it more difficult for you, you can look to the side or up. Keep opening the chest, keep rooting down through the left foot. So it's a very rooting asana, but we're changing it to make it a bit more opening. So we have both actions on this one. And then as you exhale, slowly with control, find your warrior two. Inhale in warrior two. Happy that you made it this far. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to lift the back heel. Exhale to go through your choice of vinyasa. Inhale to open, tops of the feet on the floor. Exhale to go back into your down dog. Whenever you feel like releasing a few exhales through your mouth, so you release any excess of heat, go for it. Feels nice. And then going for your balasana here if you want to relax a bit more. Also for your wrists, so you remove some weight for the wrists, from the wrists. Big toes together, knees apart, and just relax there for a little while. We're going to continue opening the chest, working with our core to open to extend the spine, but just with more like isolated asanas. We're not going to do so many Suryas again. Then inhale to come back up. Exhale to fall back into your down dog. Inhale there. Exhale, bend the knees and look to the front. And as you inhale, step or float, opening the chest as you arrive. And as you exhale, Uttanasana. Forward folding. Inhale, the top of the head brings you up. Opening the chest, float the arms up. And as you exhale, finding your Tadasana. Then let's bring the feet hip width apart. We're going to do the same thing as we did before. If you want, you can place the hands on the sacrum, keep the fingertips up or down, up to you. Or if you feel like you have enough control on your core that you can do it without the hands, you can place the hands in front of your chest and do it without the hands. Please really engage your core. Root down through your feet, strong legs, energy in the legs. Start sending the pelvis forward, engage the core as you send your chest first up and then back. It's really hard to open, meaning to back bend in your thoracic spine. Our lower back loves to do it and to take charge of all the back bend, but try to engage your thoracic spine as much as possible. Try to bend there as well, if you know what I mean. Keep the muscles of your throat engaged. And as you inhale, root down through your feet, come back up, use the strength in your core, and find a few moments here. Close your eyes. Feel whatever feelings you're feeling, emotions, sensations. Our chest is a very strong emotional center, so just welcome all those feelings, whatever they are. Enjoy them. We're going to keep opening the chest, so you might as well get used to these sensations. Nice. And as you inhale, open your eyes gently. As you exhale, big toes together, heels apart. And let's just go down to the floor. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, the chest leads the way forward. As you inhale, the top of the head goes away from the sit bones. Make sure you're lengthening the front of your body as you open here. And as you exhale, float into your Chaturanga. Inhale to open. Work through your tiredness. See if you feel tired. Really try to draw energy from your breath. Exhale to go back into your down dog. Then from here, let's just keep working the core a little bit more as we do also some back bendings. We're in the last section of the practice. So come onto your tabletop. As you inhale, send your left foot away from your right hand away from your left foot. Keep your core engaged. That left leg doesn't need to go that high. Actually, it shouldn't. Keep it a little bit lower than I'm doing, so you make sure that your core is engaged. You don't relax it. And then if you want to go a bit further, since we're working with back bending, you can try to grab that back foot, trying to keep that left hip as high as possible and opening it all up. And then as you exhale, coming down, just to give those abs a nice stretch also. And we're going to go to the other side, sending the left fingertips away from the right heel away from the left fingertips. Keep that core engaged. Keep the hips at the same level. and energy through the leg and the arms. Separate your shoulder blades. And then grabbing that foot if you want to. Going for a nice spinal extension. Creating a beautiful arch back there. Makes your back look really muscular. And then as you exhale, going back down. And finding your tabletop. We're going to do a very simple one. Just rise a few centimeters with your knees. So take your knees off the floor just a little bit. Take this opportunity also to lengthen the tops of your feet. Do this from your core. Engage your core a lot. Keep separating your shoulder blades. Keep pushing the floor away. Neck long. Keep breathing. Don't block your breath. And as you exhale, go back, sitting on your heels, relaxing there for a little while. If you're like me and you like to work without the mat, there are some things that the mat is really good for, namely any position that requires the knees on the floor. If you want to keep your knees healthy, and if you do knee stuff on the floor a lot, it's helpful to have a mat or anything that softens a bit the surface. So I'd recommend, if you're doing it without the mat, find a mat now to put it under your knees already for the one before. I just forgot it. Then let's find our tabletop again, and we're going to do kind of the same thing but now to the side. So we're going to abduct the limbs, taking them away from the midline. We're going to keep the knee bent for this one. So as you inhale, we're going to keep the torso long, top of the head away from the sit bones. Send the left knee away from the right hand to the side. Keep that left knee bent. Try to bring that left knee as close as possible to your armpit. Try to keep the left hip low as possible. It's just the knee coming up like a peeing dog. And as you exhale, you lower everything back down. Going to the other side. So finding your neutral, tabletop, strong core, long spine. Nothing changes in your torso. I mean, that is the intention. And then just the limbs go away from the midline. So now it's the left hand going away from the right knee. Feel the glute working. Shoulder blades separated, top of the head away from the sit bones, core engaged. Exhale to lower down. And then for the next one, we're going to send the left foot away. Try to keep the left heel in the same line as the right knee. The back foot is parallel, top of the foot on the floor. Send the left hand in front of your, so on the inside of your right knee, let's say, as if we were doing tabletop, and then just lift your right hand up towards the sky. Try to keep your hips leveled, twisting your spine, engaging the core in order to do that. So you're actually stretching one side of the core and strengthening the other side of the core. This is why twists are so good. Exhale to bring back down. Switching the legs. So now we're going to extend the right leg to the side, keeping the outside edge of the right foot parallel to the outside of the mat. Keeping the right heel in the same line as the left knee. Keep the hips parallel. As you can see, I'm really freaking out about the alignment. I always take very good care of alignment. Take way too long to set up for the position, and then I apologize for that. As you inhale, open up. Better safe than sorry, right? Open that chest, twist that spine. Keep separating your shoulder blades. And then from here, just exhale to relax. Coming onto your knees again. And then just stay with the hips on top of your knees. Keep your knees parallel and your feet parallel, hip width apart. And all you're going to do is walk your hands forward without changing that 90-degree angle in your legs. So again, you can see that I'm taking my time. And then there, just the intention is to send the chest towards the floor. If that is not possible, place the chin on the floor. And there, you just breathe. And keep trying to send the chest towards the floor. The intention is the most important thing. So keep the tops of your feet on the floor. Keep your forehead relaxed. And enjoy this opening of the whole front side of your torso before we do a few more active ones. So we're going to move now into literal back bends, and of course for the guys it's good to fix whatever you need to fix. So basically just send it down, guys, I mean boys, men. And the girls usually shouldn't have any problem there. But because we're going to be balancing on the pubic bone mostly, so it's good to take anything out of the way, if you know what I mean. So just do that if you need to. Then we're going to send the hands and the feet to the back as you send the top of your head to the front. First, work on that. Engage your core a lot, and then because you are doing that so much, they start floating up. So again, move from lengthening into lifting. Don't go straight away into lifting up, because then you will hinge from your lower back. First lengthen, and then you're ready to lift. Engage the core, the glutes, and as you exhale, finding your rest. You can put the forehead on the hands or one cheek on the floor. Just try to have the big toes together and the heels apart, so you create a bit of relaxation in your lower back. And then for the next one, let's keep the tops of the feet on the floor. Bring the hands close to your, I don't know, oh, I'm doing a wide cobra. So if you want to do a wide cobra again, go for it. So fingertips far away from you. You can also do a regular cobra, up to you. Keep your core engaged, keep the shoulders away from the ears, keep the glutes engaged, keep the knees off the floor, and really try to work on extending the whole spine, not just the lower back. And then as you exhale, release down. Keep enjoying all these nice sensations of opening, of creating space, of moving the energy, especially in your anahata chakra area, your chest area, your heart. Stay with that. Try to really enjoy it. And then whenever you come down, just focus more on your exhales to balance things out. And for the next one, we'll progress into our upward facing dog. We usually just pass or transition through this position. We hardly ever stay in it. So let's take this opportunity to do that. Shoulder above the elbow, above the wrist. Fingers and hands and palms of the hands on the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. Try to keep your glutes very active, your core active, knees off the floor, and go up and then back. That is your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, come back down. Relax forehead on the floor or one cheek on the floor. If you're putting the cheek, try to keep changing. Once the right and then the left. And the big toes together, heels apart. And then setting up for the next one, Dhanurasana. We're going to hold the feet with the hands, and then start sending your feet up towards the sky, and that will lift you up completely. Try to have your thighs off the floor. Try to keep your legs parallel. Try to glue your elbows together. Shoulders away from the ears. Again, engage your core a lot. Engage your glutes. And as you exhale, softly, gently lowering down. Relaxing there again for a while. And then setting up into Ustrasana, camel pose. First, rest for a little while on your heels. Bring the backs of your hands on your thighs so you relax your wrists a little bit if you need to. Give those wrists a little counter stretch. And then we're going to place the knees hip width apart, the feet hip width apart, parallel. No banana feet back there, everything is parallel. And then we're going to either put the hands on the sacrum and then go back, or the hands on the hips, or the hands on the chest. And then if you have the space, you can place your hands on your heels and start by sending your chest up and then back as you send your hips forward. Again, keep your core engaged, keep your glutes engaged. Don't allow your head to collapse back. Keep the muscles of your neck engaged. Of course, you want to open the whole spine, and the neck is part of the spine, but you don't want to break. You want to still do an arch, a curvy arch. There shouldn't be any angles anywhere in your spine, if you know what I mean. Any pointy corners. Everything should be like a curve. And then as you inhale, use your core to come back up. Enjoying the effects of opening the chest as we get ready for our last back bend. It doesn't mean that it's the deepest back bend you can do. You can do deeper back bend, but for today we're going to stop there. It's good enough. We already did a lot. So we're going to get ready for wheel pose. If it's something that you don't really want to do, you can stay in your baby bridge. But anyways, we should all go onto our backs. Find your way onto your back. When you are on your back, place the feet on the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Knees bent, hip width apart, parallel. So that is the setup. If you want to do baby bridge, just start sending your hips up and then going up vertebra by vertebra. If you're going to go for the full wheel, place the hands under your elbows. First come to the top of your head, and there you have the chance to fix your hands, making sure that everything is parallel and shoulder width apart. And then go up, sending your hips up towards the sky. Keep your legs parallel. Don't allow your legs to turn out. They want to, but don't allow them. Keep your core engaged, keep your glutes engaged, lengthen your elbows, and try to create the arch from your heels to your wrists. So the whole body is making the arch, not just your lower back. Try to lengthen your knees, try to lengthen your elbows. Stay there for as long as you want. Relax your neck, or try to increase the arch by taking the head even more back. And then as you exhale, bring the chin close to your chest, lower down until you find all your spine on the floor. Do not bring the knees onto your chest. It is a common mistake most people will tell you to do. Please refuse to do that. After such a deep back bend, after such a deep spinal extension, you shouldn't come into the opposite of that. So basically a forward folding, right? A deep flexion of the spine. So stay there. What you can do is bring the feet mat width apart and then your knees together. That's a good way of coming down from a wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Breathe there, enjoy all the sensations you might have from all this back bending. This is all for back bending. We're not going to do any more spinal extensions. From now on, we're just going to start to cool down the body, slowly taking the body into flexion of the spine. But we don't do it straight away. We're going to take our time. So bring the right foot on top of the left quad, and then bring your hands on your left knee and bring that left leg close to you. Keep your left leg super relaxed. Keep your right foot flexed. And try to send your right knee away from your chest. Keep your sacrum on the floor. Keep both shoulder blades on the floor. And the back of the head on the floor. Just breathe. Start slowing your breath down. Start deepening your breath as much as possible. And then we're gonna place that on the floor, and without changing your legs, so you place the left foot on the floor and then just allow the legs to fall as they are towards your left side. Open the right hand, look to the right hand, and then just breathe there. So this is a very gentle twist. It's actually more about that stretching of the outer right hip. If you keep sending that right knee away from you, you should still be feeling this stretch on your outer right hip. And a bit of a twist for sure, not a very deep one. And then inhaling to come to the middle. Let's switch the left foot on top of the right thigh. Hug your right knee with your hands. Keep that right leg relaxed. Left foot is flexed, left knee is going away from you. Back of the head, shoulder blades and sacrum are on the floor. And just breathe here. And placing that right foot on the floor without doing anything with the legs, just allow them to fall gently towards the right side. You can also grab your left foot with your right hand so it doesn't slide away, depending on which kind of surface you are and depending on how sweaty you are. And then just open the left arm to the side, face to look into that left hand. So you're actually, the twist is not so deep, but if you think about it, your hips are facing this way and your head is facing the complete opposite way. So at least you have a twist of 180 degrees happening in your spine. That's good enough. And as you exhale and do that, let's climb up through the right side, inhaling. And then we're going to just briefly visit our downward facing dog just to set up for the next one. Don't worry, we're not going to do any more vinyasas. Inhale, float the right foot up towards the sky. Allow that right hip to open, bending the right knee. This one should feel really nice. And then as you exhale, bring that right leg to the front. Keep your right knee a little bit outside of your torso. Don't keep your right knee immediately under your torso. Parallel hips, top of the back foot on the floor, and then lower onto your forearms Or go straight away into the full expression of the pose, putting the forehead on the floor. Just keep your shoulder blades very relaxed, your jaw relaxed. No banana foot back there, keep the foot parallel. Keep the right hip going back, left hip going forward. And try to keep both hips at the same level. Distance from the floor wise. Lengthening through both sides of the torso. And relaxing here, breathing deeply. Especially sending the breath into your hips, into your glutes. Inhale to come up. And then sending that right foot up towards the sky. Exhale to bring it down. And we're going to do it with the other leg. Inhale, the left foot floats up. Exhale to open that hip. Bend that left knee. Stretch it all out. And then bring that left leg to the front. Again, sending the left knee a bit out. Making sure that it stays on top of the mat so you protect the knee. Try flex that left foot. I forgot to say that on the other side, but you know it for next time. Keep that so the front foot, try to keep it flexed so you protect your knee. And then try to do the same version that you did on the other side. Lowering down onto your elbows or having your forehead on the floor. And extending the arms in front of your head. Don't allow that right heel to open to the outside. Keep it parallel. Both hips parallel. And relax the jaw, relax the shoulder blades, no tension anywhere. Just enjoying the stretch on your left glute, outside of the left thigh. And as you inhale, gently come out of it, finding your way up into your three-legged dog. And then finding your way onto a seated position. I never know if that should be called one-legged dog or three-legged dog. You know what I mean? But anyways, you know what I mean. Let's bring the soles of the feet together as far away as possible from your pubic bone. For our yoni asana, make sure that your sit bones are on the floor, glutes to the back. Inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, take your torso forward. If you want, you can close your feet with your hands so you allow your legs to completely relax. Setting the top of the head away from your sit bones away from top of your head. Imagine that you want to go out of your hips so you don't round your spine too much. And just breathe. Relax completely, still stretching the glutes. If done properly, your glutes were really worked in today's flow. All back bends, all hip extensions should involve the glutes. So it's important to stretch those guys now. And as you inhale, they float back up. And then bringing the legs together as you exhale, lengthening them in front of you. Keep them together very long. Feet flexed. Sit on your sit bones. Send the glutes to the back. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Opening your chest, sending your arms up. And as you exhale, using the power in your core to go forward without curving the spine. Feel free to grab whatever you prefer to grab. Maybe it's the mat, maybe it's the calves, maybe it's the ankles, maybe it's your feet. Just go easy. Today's flow was about back bending, so Maybe don't go into the full flexion that you usually can do. Or just keep listening to your body. As long as you're breathing, as long as you know what you're doing, you understand that you shouldn't be curving, you should be lengthening. This shouldn't be a problem. But this is just as a counter stretch of the all the things that we were doing in today's flow. It's not the deepest you should go of your Paschimottanasana. And then as you inhale, you come out of it, set up for shoulder stand. So come quite front in the mat because you're going to be sending the legs back at some point. So come back, bring the hands as close to your shoulder blades as possible, so as down as possible, close to your mat, and then use those hands there to propel your hips closer to your head, and then you're ready to send your legs up towards the sky. Your hands should help you to stay vertical. Don't collapse your weight onto your hands. With your hands, push your back up for a nice 90-degree stretch of your cervical spine. That's all we're doing here. Please don't turn your head from side to side. Keep your head in the middle. Keep breathing. If you feel any discomfort, maybe don't stay so vertical. Come with your thighs, with your hips a bit more into your hands, creating a bit of an angle. Otherwise, wherever you are, let's come out of it and just place the feet behind the head. Many options you can do here. You can work towards lengthening your legs, seeing the effects of that. You can also interlace the fingers behind your back and place them on the floor so you can press the floor. This is a really good stretch for all the muscles in your back. So finally we're lengthening the muscles of the back, also very much worked today. You can also bend your knees close to your ears. Then to go out of it, we're going to roll down vertebra by vertebra, engage the core, use the hands on the floor to help you. Don't block the breath as you're going down. And then as your sacrum arrives, bend one knee, then the other. Place one foot on the floor and then the other. And then you're ready to to bring the soles of the feet together, this time as close as possible to your pubic bone, and then just allow gravity to open your knees out and down. Maybe you want to do the same with your arms, just opening them on the floor 90 degrees, or you can take your hands onto your hips, giving a little extra heat to the area, massaging it. Whatever you prefer. Reaching the end of the flow. After this, we're going to go into Savasana, the last asana of the flow. So let's close the legs. Use your hands to help you to close your legs and lengthen them under you. Allow your legs to be relaxed, your arms to be relaxed, torso relaxed, head, face relaxed. Close your eyes. Abandon your breath. You don't need to control anything anymore. There's no more doing anything, no more thinking, no more going anywhere, no more forward and back, right, left. All of that is behind you. You've done the work. Now you can finally allow your body and your mind to fully absorb the benefits of this airflow. Feel how much space you've created. Feel how much lighter you feel. Maybe you can even start floating up towards the sky. Try to imagine that trip. Just become an observer of the air that goes in and out without controlling or doing anything. Stay here for a few moments, having a very quiet mind in a very quiet body. Enjoy your Savasana. Slowly start moving your toes, your knees, your hips, pelvis, shoulders, elbows, wrists and fingers. And as you take your next inhale, send the hands away from the feet, feet away from the hands, lengthening your body, inhaling, yawning, exhaling, whatever you feel like doing. And as you exhale, bring your knees onto your chest, hugging your legs. Gently, not too much. Remember, today was more about opening than closing, so stay with that feeling. And then as you exhale, allow yourself to turn towards the right side, staying there for a few breaths, feeling this nice, cozy, familiar pose. Feeling the whole right side of your body in contact with the floor. And then as you inhale, keeping your eyes closed, push the floor away with your left hand, helping yourself up. Try to find the front with your other senses. Try not to open your eyes. And then when you found it, sit in a comfortable position, top of the head towards the sky, sit bones towards the center of the earth, and just relax the hands on top of your knees. Let's activate the same mudra that we did in the beginning, the Padma mudra. Have an inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Trying to stay with this nice sensation that you found here. Opening space, open heart. Bring the palms of the hands together as you inhale. And as you exhale, allow your chin to come closer to your chest, bowing down, thanking yourself first and foremost for working on your body, on your mind, and on your breath. As you inhale, or whenever you feel ready, float your head back up, opening your eyes gently. And namaste. Thank you for joining this Vaya flow. Hopefully you feel super light, like you have no weight, like you can live your life from an open heart. How can you do that? Thank you so much for joining, and namaste.